They say every family has secrets, but mine has rules, unspoken ones, written not in ink, but in decades of whispers, stiff dinners, and long, cold silences. And one of those rules, though no one dared say it out loud, was simple. You don't bring someone like Jamal home. It started like this. My daughter Anna was glowing. She'd been seeing someone new, and it showed. Her face lit up in a way I hadn't seen in years, not since she was little and used to run to me with scraped knees and wild dreams. She told me about Jamal over coffee one morning, like she was letting me in on a beautiful secret. His name was soft on her lips. Jamal. She said it like it meant peace. She told me he was kind, smart. He treated her like she mattered. She looked me dead in the eyes and said, "Dad, he sees me." And for a moment, I was happy for her. Genuinely happy. I need to say this. Really say it. Because the rest of this story will call it into question. I have no problem with interracial relationships. That's what I told myself. What I told her. What I've told everyone who raised an eyebrow or leaned in too close with a whisper about the talk of the neighborhood. But then came the visit. My parents were coming to stay for a week. Old school. Conservative. The kind of people who'd raised me to fear being the subject of gossip more than being wrong. The kind who thought change was something you only did to your clothes, not your beliefs. Anna asked, "Can I introduce Jamal to them?" And just like that, I flinched. I told her no. Not just no, but absolutely not. I didn't soften it. I didn't try to explain. I shut it down like I was slamming a door on a fire I didn't want to see burn. She stared at me, blinked twice, her mouth twisted like she was trying to find a version of me that wouldn't say what I'd just said. "You're more worried about what they think than how I feel," she said. And in that moment, I realized she wasn't asking for my permission. She was giving me a chance to stand with her. And I didn't. I told her, "You don't understand. They'll never forget it, even when the relationship ends." Yeah. When? Not if. Like I was already planning for his absence. Like I'd already decided he wasn't permanent, so why risk permanent damage? But Anna, she wasn't playing by those rules. Not anymore. She packed a bag and left. Went to stay with Jamal. She stopped returning my calls. My house got quieter, colder. The silence stretched like winter. My wife, God help me, she agreed with me. She'd been there when my parents tore her apart for wearing a skirt above the knee. She'd spent years proving she was good enough. She knew the terrain. But my friend, my closest friend, told me flat out, "You're being an ass. You're choosing comfort over courage. Your daughter needed you, and you folded." At first, I was angry, defensive. I said, "I'm protecting her." But was I? Or was I protecting me? Let me tell you something about being a father. It's not about lectures, or curfews, or college funds. It's about showing your child that who they are matters more than what the world expects them to be. And I failed. Because I didn't tell Anna. If they don't accept Jamal, that's their loss. I didn't say, "You love who you love. I'm proud of you." I didn't look my parents in the eye and say, "You will treat my daughter and the man she loves with respect, or you will not be welcome in my home." Instead, I told my daughter to hide. I told her to dim her light so that my parents wouldn't have to squint. I told her that her love story wasn't something to celebrate, but something to manage. And I hate myself for that. I've replayed the conversation 100 times. wondering what would have happened if I'd just said yes. Would my parents have changed? Maybe not. Would there have been yelling? Probably. But maybe, just maybe, my daughter would have known that she had me in her corner, that her love was worthy of daylight, that I wasn't ashamed of her, or Jamal, or what they might build together. Instead, I told her, this isn't the time, as if there's ever a convenient time to tell the truth. So now I sit here, with empty rooms and too much time. My parents come and go. They never ask about Anna. They talk about the weather, the neighbors, the price of gas, as if nothing happened, as if they didn't draw a line and ask me to choose. And I did, and I chose wrong. Anna may never forgive me. Jamal may never look me in the eye, and maybe I don't deserve that grace. But I had to ask. I had to put it out there, even if it hurts. So, am I the asshole? When a parent says, I'm just trying to protect you, we have to ask, from what exactly? In this story, we see a man who says he has no problem with interracial relationships, right before asking his daughter to keep hers hidden. And this is the heart of it. You can't claim to be supportive if your support only shows up in private. There's no neutral ground when it comes to racism. Silence isn't peace. It's permission. This story isn't just about race. It's about legacy, what we inherit, what we pass down, and the moment we decide which cycle ends with us. To the parents watching, your kids are watching you. And the lessons you teach in the hardest moments are the ones that last a lifetime. To the children, you have every right to love boldly, to exist without apology, and to demand the world, even from the people who raised you. So, what would you have done? Let us know in the comments. This is AITA Story Vault, where every story opens a door, and the truth waits on the other side.